Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today I wanted to do a guide on one of the worst legendaries in the game. I actually pulled him twice. I got him to A1 and I was like, you know what? Let me waste all the materials, get him fully upgraded and try to see what he's good at, right? And let's take a look. So we're talking about my boy Orim over here. And by the way, I wanted to let you guys know as well before I get into this, on my free to play, I had one ancient shard on the free to play. I actually had two, but I didn't use the second one because I pulled Thalon with one shard. Like it's unreal the luck I have on the free to play. I just can't believe it. Like I pull so many ancient shards on my main account, they never give me anybody. I pulled one legendary off of more than 100 ancient shards. I've only pulled one legendary, maybe 150. I don't know. I've pulled quite a few ancients over the time of since I've started playing, and I've only pulled one legendary. With the free to play, I ended up pulling Thalon off of I don't know. I barely get ancients on that one. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I mean, I just think it's funny how they always, it's kind of like they're trolling my main account, like, hey, you know what, we're going to give you Thalon, but we're not going to give them to you on your main account. So, you know, it's just kind of funny how this game works. But okay, so we got my boy Orim right here. First off, I mean, he looks like a pretty badass little man, right? Got the whole glowing mallet thingy, and you know, he's got the long braids. I mean, pretty cool looking dude. Okay, so let's go over his skills first. His talent is increases crit rate by 15% for every 5 critical hits landed with basic attack. Triggers a hammer smash that deals 160% damage to one target. If the smash hits only one target, the damage dealt will be increased to 200. So he's a little unique in the sense of he is a defender, but he's more of an attacker than he is a defender. I mean, he's got good HP, but yeah, you just use him for more attacks. So it's kind of like they made this defender that's actually an attacker, but they're kind of lacking on the attack side. You know, I actually built them out pretty decent, and he just wasn't smacking that hard, so I had to come up with something else, but we'll go over all that later. Let's go over his skills. So his ultimate increases attack range and reduces piercing damage taken by 30%, lasting for 26 seconds. So, you know, him being a defender, he is reducing the piercing damage taken, which is kind of cool. But the main thing for this right here is during the skill effect, the hero deals 60% damage to targets in range, inflicting burning. So that's kind of cool. You know, he's got burning in his kit. And then additionally, each triggered hammer smash will deal AoE damage to up to 10 targets within a larger range. So a very interesting ultimate right here. Focuses more on the attack side than it does a defender side, right? So yeah, he's a interesting defender. I will just say that. So yeah, he's basically an attacker in a defender's body. I mean, it is what it is, but he's a little squishy too. So he's not the best defender and he's not the best attacker. So they kind of made this guy, and he's kind of just like in between on both, right? He's interesting. He's interesting. We come down here. Of course, he has his basic attack, which deals 105% damage to one enemy with a 40% chance to trigger a shield attack that inflicts burning on the target. He has a little fire mace mallet thing, whatever you want to call it, and it's mainly for burning. Like he's just going burning everybody. If the hero receives damage from attackers with burning, there's a 50% chance to retaliate to the attacker, dealing 100% damage. I honestly don't really like how they did this, but maybe if they buff him. But this is what makes him interesting. So this is the whole reason, because I was taking a look at his kit. I was like, you know what, they gave him to me twice, let me take a look at this kit. This is what made everything interesting. So when deployed, gains crit rate increase and grants all allies crit damage increase. If it wasn't granting all the allies crit damage increase, I wouldn't have thought anything of this guy. I probably wouldn't even came out with a video on him. But I was like, how much crit damage? I click on it. Oh, 20% crit damage. And this will last for, hang on, how long? 25 seconds. So 25 seconds, he gives everybody a 20% crit damage buff. That's pretty good. That's you know, I mean, it's not the best, but at the same time, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I upgraded this 2 times and it's actually 35 seconds that it lasts. So my whole thought was, what can I do with that? Can I get creative during the guild boss and see if I can maximize my nuker's damage output, right? And see if they could hit a little harder. So This was very interesting, this passive right here, and I fucks with it. I fucks with it. That's basically his kit, and I even tried to. I mean, I gave him broken sets, right? But I was just focusing on like a little bit of attack. I wanted to do a little bit of crit rate, a little bit of HP since he is a defender, but it's not really necessary because I have a healer in the gold boss. And then also crit damage. I gave him plus 176% crit damage. Since he's giving himself crit rate, I didn't feel the need to get this to 100 because he just gives himself crit rate after crit rate, and I think he'll be critting most of the time anyway. So just keep in mind, I tried using him as just an attacker and just laying him down. It just didn't work. It did not work out. It couldn't keep up with my ground units, so I was like, you know what? There's no sense in even using him as an attacker, so let me just try something else out because he has this pretty cool passive. So we come down here, let's go to his awakening tree. So this right here, it does not help me at all because hammer smash is triggered by basic attack guaranteed crit hits. That's nice, he's always critting, right? But you know, we come down here, required cost for the first deployment -5. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Crit rate plus 8%. Okay, cool. When not in the fireball defense state, attacking targets inflicted with burning will restore 50 rage for the hero. I mean, that's cool too, but it's, I don't know, it's a little, this kit as a whole is pretty underwhelming. And if I wasn't trying to make content, I definitely would not have upgraded him all the way. But I want to show you guys the strategy that I have with him. And we'll start off with the guild boss. So we come into here. Let's do the Nightmare 3. I will actually show you guys what it's like without him. So without him, this is what we do. I might just fast forward this part. I'm still undecided right now. I pushed out this much Dragon Bloods with this strategy. This is just my regular strategy. Silas did 51 million, and you know, Salazar 31, Valeria 31, Arrogance 27, Wrath 19, and you know, 14. So this is basically what I have right now. Let me see. I don't even know if I'm going to pump out more damage. I just was testing this out yesterday, but it was just kind of a strategy just because of that passive he has. So let's see how much damage I can push out. I'm going to do the same one. Let's go into here. So this is just to give you guys a comparison, right? So basically, I'm going to start with Valeria. I'm going to do the same thing. Up her, her down, him down, and put him down over here. Put her down. Her down. Okay, so basically we're doing the same strategy I had earlier, right? So I'll go ahead and pop Salazar's ultimate, and then when it gets closer to the time. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop Alistar's ultimate right here. Okay, let me go ahead and take that out. I'm gonna put my boy down right over here. Then let me go ahead and start popping these ultimates. Basically, we're getting that passive, right? Which is what we wanted. I'm gonna pop this. Should have put him a little closer. It's okay though. Then I can change this back. . right, so I didn't even push out more damage. It was about the same. I did this yesterday. He pushed out a little bit. They pushed out a little bit more damage, but guess it's the luck of the draw. I don't know. All right, guys, so just trying out one other thing. I just swapped out Arrogance's gear with Orim. So this is what I got for him now. He's at 63.5% crit rate. His crit damage is at 126 and his attack's at 9,213. So also attack speed plus 145 and rage regen. He has a little bit of rage regen now at 22%. Since I'm not using Arrogance with this new lineup, let me just try this out. Let me see what it does. Hopefully he can push out more damage. I just want to see if we can find any use for him in the guild boss. All right, let's test this theory out. Okay guys, keep in mind, I normally don't use this lineup. So my heavy hitters are like Arrogance, Salazar, Wrath. I took Wrath out of here. So I switched it around so we could use Pyros' Lord skill, but I haven't really played with this too much, but I just want to see how much damage Orim can do. Just don't mind the rest of my heroes because I don't have Wrath's Lord skill, of course. We're just focusing on Orim's damage output. I just want to see how much we can push him to do and see if he's even usable for the guild boss, right? Everything else, like, I mean, you could use him for faction trials, but that's the only use I've really seen for him. So I'm trying to make it work for guild boss. That last test I did, I guess it didn't really work out. So I want to see if maybe with Pyros' Lord skill, maybe then it would be good or at least decent. But I highly doubt it, but let's just see. Let's just see. All right, let's see how this plays out. Okay. I'm just really trying to see if we can find any use for this guy. Like, this guy's got to be able to do something. All right, let's do this, do this, do this, and do this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pop his ultimate, go up.
I know I can't afford to stop for one moment, that it's too soon to fall.
Push the off of the porch or break up down. Get this if it happen to blow, it makes a round sounds. On my lap, push it back and go to town down. Putting rap on my back and I'm black and snatching crowns. I they came back around like a selling. I got a bag now, but it's nothing to brag about. Blast in the background, I'm a black man with the bloodhounds. Making love sounds to a bad chick, she from uptown or from down south, not a loudmouth, we could fuck around. Hit the music, baby, cut it down. Hit it while you do me indubitably, I feel like I'm a now. I feel like a bust down, when I shine bright, blind is up now. In the cut, big black truck, sacked up, you can pick it up now. Get okay, push the off of the porch or break up down. Get this if it happen to blow, it makes a round sounds. Cat on my lap, push it back and go to town down. Putting rap on my back and I'm black and snatching crowns.
I know I can't afford to stop for one moment.
We did a little bit more damage this time. Let's see how much Orim. Okay, so with better gear, Orim did 15 million damage. I mean, I guess it's not terrible. It's not terrible, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, I'm getting the best damage I can out of this guy. And, you know, it's just unfortunate. So that first strategy I had, I thought that it would work because I did it one time before and they pushed out a little bit more damage. So I thought maybe it was just, I got lucky with the ultimates because Arrogance and Wrath, they just pop their ultimates whenever, right? I can't really control those. So maybe I got lucky with the ultimates. That's the reason why they pushed out a little bit more damage. But when I put Arrogance equipment on him, or gear, I should say, he pushed out 15 million. So the real question is, should you guys upgrade this guy and take him to 6-star and, you know, gear him out fully? I mean, probably not. He definitely needs a buff. You know, if they're going to make him an attacking defender, don't make him so mid for both defender and attack, because he has to have a strength somewhere, and I just don't see it. Maybe what they could do to buff him is that passive he has. Whenever he gets laid down, it just stays permanently, right? Or 20% crit damage increase. That would be pretty lit. But I mean, a little underwhelming. He is very underwhelming. So if you guys was unlucky and you guys pulled Orim, then I'm sorry. You know, I tried my best to see what would work, and I mean, at least he pushed out decent damage this time, but this is like with really good gear on him, so it is what it is. But that's all I got for tonight's video. Thank you guys for making it to the end. Peace!